Super fast tortoise in the game, ready to ignite. Put up a fight, gonna leave them all in fright. Playing Magic the Gathering on a Saturday night. Summoning creatures, casting spells with all his might. Sipping on more coffee to stay awake and bright. Caffeine runs stealing his creativity inside. Got a YouTube channel where he's shining so bright. MTG 3, the show that takes flight. He's a lyrical beast, spitting fire with every bite. Rap metal flow, pounding beats to insight. No one can stop him, he's on a meteoric height. Super fast tortoise, the champion of the fight.
Good morning, hope you're up. Enjoy that coffee in your cup. Good morning from the shelf. Super fast tortoise does so well. Sit back, relax, time to chillax. Face the facts, morning coffee show intact. Let's enjoy the show, let's enjoy the flow. Morning coffee is the best. Chatting with friends, we are blessed. Into the mood, coffee for every dude. Have fun, enjoy the show. Let this channel grow. Let's enjoy the show. Morning coffee is the best. Chatting with friends, we are blessed. Into the mood, coffee for every dude.
Whoa! Man, I dodged a bullet right there. Hey, everybody. How are you doing this morning? You guys are awesome. You are cool. Check it out. Check it out. We got Hillbilly and KJ Cowboy Dan in the house. What's up?
What's up?
How are you doing this morning?
Doing all right. Getting some vibes. You know, last night I reached 700 subscribers. Then between last night and this morning, I lost a subscriber. We're at 699 subscribers.
Ooh.
Will you now be the 700 subscriber in chat? I don't know. Hit that subscribe button. Let's find out.
Well, I was at 758. Now I'm at 758. Now I'm at 757.
Yeah. Well, we're fighting to get to 1,000. Will we get to 1,000? If we get to 1,000 subscribers, Hillbilly and I, we have giveaways and cool stuff that's happening. Ooh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure do.
Look, I can chill on my own channel. It's all right. It's all right. Calm down. Calm down.
Oh, there you go, shilling all over yourself again.
Cane Shaker, what's up?
Cane Shaker.
Cane Shaker. Yeah, I think we got a good, fun topic to talk about today. Trust me, I have monologue for today. You know, not one of those simple monologues. One of those tortoise wants to hear himself speak monologues.
Cool.
And I saw Hillbilly's delivered coffee while I was talking.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I hope you guys have your coffee in chat land over there. Hope you got your coffee ready, your libations. You know, got yourself a snack to enjoy the show, to enjoy the flow as we go. Because that's how we go in this flow, is we drink coffee and we go.
Yeah.
All right.
There ain't nothing like special delivery.
Special delivery. That's right. And we still got mugs to give out. We'll give out mugs later on. Yeah, not today, but we'll get into that. I'm waiting on some stuff. All right. It's ridiculous, this wait.
Yep.
Cane Shaker, just as long as it's not a manifesto. Right? Well, so behind the scenes, we were talking about clipping our own videos and stuff, and I'm like, who wants to clip their own videos? Even though I have the technology to do it, I could do it myself. But honestly, we're getting to a point where our phones are starting to mess up here. Like, well, not my phone. My wife's phone's messing up. It keeps disconnecting from the SIM card. So we're thinking. So right now we're planning on getting some new phones, and depending on the phones, if the video quality camera is better, I can easily set up for recording my station instead of having to do this elaborate thing I do here. I can set up recording on my station with the phone and possibly revive the MTG3 series.
Ooh.
Yeah, the 3 combo series. Well, right now I'm trying to finish a combo series, but it's 3 cards I like. I want to revive it because it's one of my branded shows that I just haven't touched in a while.
It has been a while. I miss those videos.
Ah.
I'm glad to hear you talking about it again.
Right. I appreciate it. KJ's down there looking at his Marvel collection. He's like, oh, look, I got Spider-Man issue #1. I got the Amazing Spider-Man issue.
Oh, I wish. Oh, I wish. Do you realize where I'd be right now if I had access? I'm sorry, I wouldn't even keep it in my collection. That thing would have been sold in a heartbeat. I would have made so much. We would be doing the In the Shell Morning Coffee podcast in a studio if I had ever touched the Amazing Spider-Man #1. We would be in a studio right now.
Right. That'd be awesome. But yeah, the first issue of Spider-Man, not #1, but the Super Friends.
You mean Amazing Adventures?
Yeah, the Amazing
first
Adventures.
appearance. Amazing Adventures was the first appearance of Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's a banger of a comic. I've actually seen that comic in person one day,
and it's very rare.
Yeah, I had never been able to touch it, never been able to hold it or look through it, but I've seen it.
There is a comic book museum in Maryland, and I got to see it behind glass.
Ooh.
I mean, they have it displayed like the friggin' Mona Lisa, like behind glass.
Thank you, Burlock's Cavern. You know that picture is very familiar. I know that picture, like the king zombie. but yeah, like a Black Lotus. I've seen a Black Lotus in real life, but I've never been able to touch one. I could have wrestled someone to pick up their own Black Lotus. We look like you're gonna hold a Black Lotus, but no, Black Lotuses are very rare too. But it's pretty cool. Like people only think the money value is important to why things are worth money. Like people look at the first issue of Spider-Man, they're like, oh, that's only cool because it's worth money. No, it's worth money because it's what started the trend, the chase, the epic storyline where Spider-Man has evolved from, and that's what makes it special, especially people who have nostalgia and attachments to that release. Whew. Zombie. Yeah, I was on the wrong account. Right.
Throwing up your alt accounts. I see how it is. Boosting people's view count. Keep it up. Keep it up. Just throw all your alt accounts up all at once. Make sure you have all 3 tablets, 2 telephones, your entire family all watching right now.
Oh, yeah. Right, watching right now. I don't know what the high voice was, but it was there. It was there. But no, thanks for the likes, the King Zombie. I appreciate that 100%. But like as we go on, talking about nostalgia collecting, right? Nostalgia collecting is what keeps us in the mode. Like there's this friend of mine, and I thought it was funny. They're a young person, and they have pictures of Marvel, Naruto, and stuff on their wall. Because like this friend of mine is really a friend of my wife. And I had to help carry something heavy up to their apartment or their loft. And as we was walking down, we were talking about the posters, and they said, well, I have posters on the wall that look more mature. And my brain's like, well, you have it backwards. I mean, you have to go to work. You already do maturing stuff. When you're at home, you do things to make yourself feel like a kid again. Escape the maturity of life,
Well, we do like ourselves a good case of escapism, don't we? I mean, we have our favorite card game, we have our favorite comic books. Maybe you're that one person who doesn't like to admit it, but has read Twilight like 20 times or something. I don't know. Whatever your escapism is, we should have that. First of all, escapism does three things. It helps us with our mental clarity, because it gives us a chance to reboot. Also, escapism gives us a chance to think about other possibilities.
Right.
With not just other possibilities, like I'm not talking like the multiverse, but I'm talking about with your life. You're like, wouldn't it be cool if I could just one day like go to the gym and do whatever and look like Superman in a week or something? I don't know. Whatever your escapism is, you're going to stop and think about, okay, how can I make this possible during that escapism? And the third reason why we like escapism is that it gives your brain an additional chance to go for the curiosity, especially for those people like Tortoise, who's constantly trying to come up with ideas on content.
Oh yeah, like through my escapism, I'll be watching like YouTube videos and stuff, and I'll get inspiration from other YouTubers, or sometimes just start going with ideas until I find a good idea. You know, not every idea that you have is like amazing or good, but it's good to get your brain relaxed and going, so the thoughts start flowing. Not to rhyme. But like when you just are in a spot where your brain can just move and start thinking and processing through stuff, you know, that helps out a lot. You know, even exercise is good for a moment of escapism, and you don't have to do like incredible hard exercising. You know, get some movement in your day helps get your brain moving, get your gut moving, and you know, sometimes that takes you to a spot where your brain becomes active and starts being more productive, and that helps us out a lot too. And you know, like sometimes I'll start air fighting, I guess, my arms around the room, just get some exercise and blood flowing. It's like sometimes when I'm like getting ready for the show, I'll start throwing punches in the air, doing some stretches and whatnot to get my blood flowing, get my brain flowing, so I can get the energy and clarity I need to think through conversations, so I don't stutter or get those massive ums in the way.
We saw you before the show, standing there behind the camera going, take that shredder and that shredder. Come on, Crane, take that shredder. Yeah, we saw you, you know,
right. Pile drive the cat. Take that shredder.
The fact that you named your cat Shredder was just beyond me, but okay. I know that the scratching post nicknamed your cat that, but
that's right. You know, but yeah, but we love our escapism. You know, we love doing what we do. You know, like it gives me joy to look at like the toys I have, and it gives me thoughts to work on the projects I have. In fact, one of the things I look forward to every morning is writing my monologues down, but sometimes it takes a hop, skip, and a jump to get there. You know, some mornings I wake up brain dead, and I'm like, how am I going to get this up? How am I going to get this working? How am I going to get this flowing? You know, and thought of clarity. You know how hard it is to write in the morning when you're brain dead? You look at the keyboard and you're trying to figure out what key to hit first for what letter to pop up to actually start writing a functional word.
I'm like that right now with just deck building.
Oh yeah, that block that you get can be a problem. You know, sometimes you really just have to rip from yourself, like separate yourself from yourself, and start looking at other things to get motivation and inspiration. And you know, because if you don't try to get that inspiration going, Your little passion project becomes the W word.
Mhm.
You know?
Oh yeah. That actually happened to me kind of yesterday, partly. So those people saw me working on editing a video yesterday morning at the very beginning. Well, I found out that like half of the video was unusable,
No.
black screen, and it really hurt me in that process. And I dropped it, and I had this point where I'm like, okay, I'm brain fried. I don't know what to do. Should I go back and like try to just like re-record it or whatever? And instead, I turned on probably the worst installment of the Star Wars franchise that, in my opinion, you could watch just to go brain dead.
Mhm.
And I took the moment for escapism. You probably were wondering where I was going with this, but I took the moment for escapism, and I'm going to start all over fresh on that project today.
Nice.
It's a good way to reboot.
You know, the other day when I was cleaning off my shelf, you'll be surprised. Like cleaning sometimes helps bring you escapism when you reorganize something. Sometimes you find little treasures like this. Like I forgot I even had this movie.
E.T. found home.
E.T. E.T. found
Wait,
home.
hold on. Is that the edited anniversary edition where they removed all the firearms from the law enforcement officers and replaced it with walkie-talkies?
Because for a year.
Yeah, because I know they did the edited version. I'm looking.
Yeah, that's probably the edited version. This is 2005.
Okay. I don't know when they edited it, but I know I want a copy of the VHS version because it's worth money because of like being the original edit.
Right. It was such a good film. And, you know, Steven Spielberg didn't kick out those classics, you know, E.T. to Jurassic Park, you know, some amazing movies that guy's done.
That was definitely one of the many Jim Henson, Steven Spielberg, George Lucas collaborations, and Jim Henson. The Jim Henson Company made The Puppet.
I bet, and Jim Henson Company was amazing. I
And
mean,
they did
Jim
everything
Henson
with
Company is what
Spielberg.
made the original turtle suits for the Turtles movie.
Yeah, for the first movie. I think the second movie they had a different company do it.
Yeah, and you can tell.
Yeah. But yeah, they did some amazing work. The three of them, Jim Henson, Steven Spielberg, and George Lucas. I mean, if it weren't for the three of them, like half of the iconic movies that we know wouldn't be there, you know?
Oh yeah. Like
Great team.
Back then they had great ideas. I mean, Indiana Jones, those are some great films back in the day.
Yep.
They're still great films today.
And Raiders of the Lost Ark still has the most iconic scene with that whole Ark of the Covenant scene in the valley.
Right.
You know, the most iconic scene in all film, if you ask me, when it comes down to practical effects.
Oh yeah, there's very, very limited computer effects in that scene. I remember the melting face. That was all practical.
Yeah, it was clay. I believe they legitimately
it was a mix of wax and clay and sped up footage.
Yeah, and they legitimately melted it. If you've seen the director's cut of Raiders of the Lost Ark, they have like an incredible thing with one of the practical effects artists who talks about how the process was to make that happen.
Right, I'm Backwoods Collector. Woohoo! Planting trees so you don't have to, and he's giving you a thumbs up. That's right.
Thumbs up, Backwoods.
Backwoods. And Cane Checker says if it is a VHS, it is probably valuable because of the tape sleeve, because of the art visual on the package. Probably.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Probably.
You know the rarest version of ET that goes for like thousands of dollars is a VHS copy of the not for resale version of the Blockbuster video of ET.
Yeah. And the Blockbuster edition, the Blockbuster video edition had a different scene in it, like a completely altered scene.
Cool.
Some people claim that it changes like the entire storyline of the film because of the one scene.
That one scene, you gotta go, whoa, 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 gotta go with the flow with the one scene. I don't know. I'm crazy. Then it's all Hillbilly's fault.
We won't hold that against you.
All right, everybody. All right. That's time for the bumper.
You are watching Super Fast Tortoise.
Put up a fight, gonna leave them all in fright. Playing Magic the Gathering on a Saturday night. Summoning creatures, casting spells with all his might. Sipping on more coffee to stay awake and bright.
Whoa! If you can imagine, we are on a trail. We're walking down this trail. We're having a good conversation. We have a destination, but we kind of got lost on that destination, you know. And as we get lost in this destination, we have to stop, recoup, and reorganize, look at the map, and figure out where we're going. Well, right now, Hillbilly's the map holder. He's holding the map. He's looking at the map. He's trying to find out where we're going, right? And he's the only person who knows where to go. And Hillbilly, what does the map say? Where are we going?
Card of the day. Combo breaker.
Whoa, whoa. Whoa. Aganosaur Rex.
I was wondering when he's going to put this card up.
Oh, you know, I was looking up this card. It's already a $20 card at the moment, pre-sale.
Ooh, dang.
Right? A 5-mana 8/8 trample with cycling. This card is nuts. It's not legendary, so in standard, it's going to hold some value, right? Because you can have an Aganosaurus Rex on the battlefield, then cycle one that's your hand and turn it from an 8/8 to a 10/10 with trample.
So that's 2 generic, a green, and discard this card and draw a card. When you cycle this card, you put 2+1/+1 counters on one target creature or vehicle. It gains trample and indestructible until the end of the turn. It's an 8/8 card.
Yeah. That is actually a really good assessment. Yes.
Yep.
Here's another thing. I noticed that this guy has my eyebrows.
Right. You know, I don't know why they put antlers on the dinosaur, but they look like elk antlers type things. You know, I wonder if it's like aerodynamics, right? So, you know, he's such a huge dinosaur, and, you know, kind of keep him afloat. He walks away, and then wind pushes his antlers up, so his body stays up and stopping gravity from pulling him to the ground.
Therefore, giving him reach, which is not listed on the card, an extra unlisted value.
Oh, reach would have been amazing. Look, we got, like, in the game of Magic the Gathering, we got Eldrazi's that are like skyscraper size, right? Skyscraper size. And they have power and toughness like 10/10, 15/15. We got 11/11s, we got 8/8s, but they're skyscraper size and they do not have reach. They can block a bird just by walking into it, but apparently they just don't have reach.
What was that? Something just hit me in the chest. Oh, it was just a bird.
Right.
Is this your card right here?
Right. Magic scale is weird. Like they don't do everything to scale. Like, this is a giant 8/8 dinosaur trample, and you look at the picture, and the picture's showing it's way bigger than buildings. Like, it looks ginormous. It doesn't have reach. Look, you can see birds in the picture. There's a bird right there at the bottom of the screen trying to show you, or maybe it's a drake, you know, trying to show you
some sort of petrodactyl.
Right, something in that realm. And it's just like, you could obviously see the Rex can munch on those things if it caught one in its jaws, but no, it apparently doesn't block those birds.
I find that kind of weird.
It is kind of weird.
Looks like it'd have trample and reach.
Right.
You know, I have a similar kind of complaint about like giant monster movies. It's like you see like especially with like Godzilla and whatnot. Godzilla just strolls through town just destroying things at a slow pace in like all the Godzilla movies. You know, he's really huge and he has the ability to go really fast.
Right.
Now, if you think about it, with a monster this size, Tokyo would be gone in an instant.
Mm-hmm.
But they managed to make like 30 movies where Godzilla is still destroying Tokyo.
Oh yeah. But it's still a good creature. Still, it's a powerful limited card if you pull it, and it's gonna be good in my dinosaur deck once I can get a copy of it. Boop, boop.
And also, regarding the reach situation, King Kong has proven to us just because you're big doesn't mean reach works. Because King Kong stood up there on top of the Empire State Building, swatting at biplanes in the original version, and didn't get one of them. So, reach doesn't always work for a big thing.
Reach, that's right.
True.
Hello, Kaz. Whoop whoop.
What's up?
Hello, it's Kaz. Whoop whoop.
Kaz, what's up? All right, now to some pictures of the day. Pictures. Whoop whoop. So I knew today was going to suck, so I spiked my coffee.
This is a smart cat.
Yeah, I saw his picture. I'm like, ha! I wonder how many times hillbillies put moonshine in his coffee.
The world will never know.
Right? So funny. But yeah, it's a fluffy cat right there. Sassy words. I liked it. The next picture though. This was hillbilly. This coffee tastes like you should shut up until I finish it.
I agree with that.
I just need this. You know, if I'm at the coffee shop or wherever in public and somebody's trying to talk to me while I'm drinking my coffee, just put it on like a business card or something so I can just not even look at them, just glare and hand them the card that says, shut up until I finish it.
Right? The picture of the dog is so serious. Like he's like looking at you seriously. He probably just a good boy. Needs some belly rubs. Belly rubs. Mm-hmm. Now the next two pictures were brought to us by Mana Monk. Mana Monk, always rocking out, always sharing pictures for pictures of the day. That's pretty awesome. We got don't ask, just pour. That's how some people feel. You know, all frizzled, need coffee. It's like, I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready. Wait till it come out with selling green coffee. It's people. It's people.
Mm-hmm.
Now it works is funny. I wonder if it's AI because the coloring's randomly there.
Yep.
It might be AI. But then again, when it comes down to like cartoon style art, it's hard to tell anymore, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I think this bird is a bad bird because it looks like it's got an ankle monitor on it.
And on the foot with the ankle monitor would be the hint about possible AI.
Yeah, I see the undertow. That's right. But it's a cute picture all in general. And the next picture brought to us by Mana Monk. Mana Monk, boom. So you're drinking coffee without me? What?
Wow.
Mm-hmm. You know, the picture of this face, right? This would be the picture of KJ's face if he ever got the first issue of Spider-Man handed to him.
This would be this is the picture of my face if I had a first issue of Spider-Man. Just like this was the picture of my face when I saw at the comic book museum the Amazing Adventures #1. Just saying, you know, I mean, man, just to be in the presence of that issue.
Right. Just some good old classic issues, you know. It's funny, to kind of touch on the collectibles aspect, right? People are into collecting, the people are into collecting Magic because Magic is amazing, right? And people think, even though it's a collectible card game, they think the value should be there right at the door. But the truth in collecting is not the things that are coming out now, but it's the things that we loved playing with before. It's like my music. I'm trying to collect the music I had from way before.
Yeah. So, are you familiar with a character called the Collector? They recently did an okay version of him in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. But his character had made has a very popular quote that was in comic books, and it's the collection is not about the value of the collection. The collection is about the emotional value put in it by the collector.
Exactly.
And that is probably how I feel about anything that I do. It's the emotional value I'm going to put into it. Whether I'm going to be spending the entire morning hanging out with Tortoise and Hillbilly, or I'm going to spend the entire evening reading my books, my comic books, or doing whatever. The value of your collection is not the monetary value, but the value of your nostalgia, your feels about it when you pick it up and you look at it, your obsession.
Right. Cane Shaker says the problem with going out in public is you have to open yourself up to random people talking to you. So I just stay at home.
I agree, Cane Shaker.
Right.
Cane Shaker is my spirit animal, by the way.
Right. And thinking of random people. Look,
Hey,
there he is.
Discord never notified me.
That never notified you?
No.
Well,
I was sitting there scrolling. I clicked on Discord on accident. And Hillbilly's message popped up.
well, yeah, every morning. Are you even a part of my Discord? My Discord itself, because every morning I send a link, but not a link. I create a post at everyone saying, "Here's the topic of the day. If you want to join, let me know."
So I had shot Hillbilly a message at some point, and I probably I'll send you a message. I'll send both of you a message.
Well, I didn't see your message until after the show done started.
Yeah.
Because for some odd reason, Discord, if you're on your computer, sometimes Discord just does not send you notification that somebody's messaged you.
I feel like it's been weird lately.
Mm-hmm.
Cane Checker says the value of a card can come from sending a card to someone and watching them fall out of their chair while they open. That's true. Like when Hillbilly opened up that vampire, and he said, he almost swore his butt off with swear words. He was like, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god!" Like how many times he said, "Oh my god"? It's crazy.
Hold on. Did we had a run of Dangs and Blaggets?
Yep.
That's awesome.
It's true though. I mean, the emotional value of something does hit a lot harder than the actual number value on something in many case scenarios. Sure, I mean, if I had something in my hands right now that somebody said, "Look, if I gave you $1,000 for that, I'm going to take it." But at the same time, I'm going to sit there and go, "Okay, but I have emotional value on this." We get this, we know this topic all the time when we go to yard sales, all these people that are selling their stuff and, "Oh, really? You have this marked at $5, but I'm pretty sure if I keep yard selling for the next month, there's somebody else in your neighborhood who's going to be selling the same item for $0.25."
Ooh,
so it's like emotional value can blind us as well as encourage our collections.
Oh yeah, like collecting should like I understand there's monetary value, but to me collecting should not be about the monetary value, but about the emotional connection you have with something.
Yep.
Like I can understand if you're collecting, in other words, to make money later, like swapping and reselling, that's different. But then that's when you get into the edge of what do you call it? Scalping, and because like there's some people who just do that, a little scalping area just to resell the product. They get greedy, and selfish, and I don't like that. Like I remember, even though I'm not into Pokemon, but I remember one time my wife and I went to the store, our local Walmart, and when they actually had a card section, which they kind of do, but it's interesting what they're doing with it. I don't know exactly what they're doing with it. But anyways, this lady who was a vendor was restocking the Pokemon collection. This guy went with a cart. Once she was done stocking, just put all the Pokemon stuff she just stocked into his cart.
Mm. Wow.
He wasn't doing it because he has an emotional connection. So he wasn't a collector. He's just a reseller. He bought it for these things for like $11 a piece. I don't know how much they were, but just to flip them for double, he's really screwing the kids out of having a good time and selling to the adults.
That's also a fact. That's a sad fact of the matter. But just just because you have an inventory stock of something and you are hoarding an inventory stock, it's not a collection. An inventory is something that's going to fluctuate and come and go.
Right.
I don't care if you have if for you it's an inventory because you're making money, but if it's in my room and then it's a collection because I'm not going to be getting rid of it. But I do believe that a lot of people misunderstand the reseller as a collector. When the reseller will have just as much knowledge on the product and the thing that you're collecting as you do.
Right.
But just because they have a collection of it does not make them a collector of it.
Well, like a lot of resellers I know personally from YouTube, I should say that they're the kind of people who will buy two of the thing, one to keep, one to resell to make profit back. That's a different story.
For other reasons, but yeah, I get you. But I just feel like these people that are doing the scenario that you put out there by going out there and buying out the entire stock. Take, for example, these people who are ravaging Costco's for Magic and Pokemon cards when they came out. All right, those people right there, those are not collectors. Those they don't care about you. Those people don't care about you. They care about your dollar. And once again, you come down to the point is there is a huge difference. Just because you have a collection of something doesn't necessarily make you a collector.
No. But there are collectors out there who do who do that. It's like it's a blend. It's a mix. Like I see now people work from the inside out. It's a mix. You got your hardcore resellers, you got your collectors, resellers, and you got your collectors. It's a mix. It's mixed. Like you can't just like draw a line and be like, these are the resellers, these are the collectors, because in the middle there's a mix of both. Like when I talk about being a good collector in a couple of videos we talked about. When you're collecting stuff, you'll end up buying a lot of stuff for one thing and you can just resell the others. I talked about that kind of stuff. People do that, or people, like I mentioned, I've heard a couple of people, intact. Well, when like a new figure comes out, like a toy, like one of those like Marvel figures, they'll buy two. They'll buy one for collecting. They'll buy one and the other one to resell to make up money back for collecting. So and that's just a one, like a short instance. It's not a huge instance, and there's people all across the spectrum when it comes to this, so you can't just like finger point out one person or one group and be like that's that group, that's how one group, because
you can't do that in any part of society or life. I think that it's just unfair. Now I can't just go, okay, well, I see this guy reselling. I don't believe he's a collector. Now I'm not saying that either, but at the same time, you do have that where intent goes.
Right. Intent is, you can't understand everyone's intentions just at face value. That is very true.
Well, what my mom used to do, she used to collect, for example, McDonald's toys.
Mm-hmm.
And so she'd go and get 2 of the same toy for McDonald's. Then she'd put one up to collect. Then she'd put the other one out for like a display.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's the way she would collect. And also, if one of them tore up, she had a backup.
Yeah, that's smart.
That's how I do my comic books, is I buy 2. I buy one to read. And if I can afford to buy 2 of the same comic book every time I go to the comic book shop or the newsstand, wherever I see comic books being sold, I'm going to buy 2 of that comic book just so that way I can bag, board, and not ever touch the one. And the other one will be a reader.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's catch up on chat here. Kane Shaker says, I think I made tears come to somebody's eyes when I sent him the first fan mail too. That's right. I did get teary eyed when he sent me the first fan mail. Yeah, Kane Shaker is the first person to send me fan mail. And he didn't even realize it was.
Yeah, I got speechless.
Kane Shaker says, I once had an inventory of lotus petals, several hundred. I held on to them for several years and sold almost all of them later for profit. Yeah, that's how it works,
Mm-hmm.
For those who don't know, Kane Shaker used to be the kind of person who'd buy Magic card. He collects Magic. He has decks and he has his own collection. But before he was really heavy into that part, he used to be the people who'd go to the trade shows and stuff like that and sell Magic and Pokemon and stuff like that.
Oh,
and like you're new to the group, the Cade Zombie, but Kane Shaker once traded Magic the Gathering goods and other nerd accessories for a car once. Not a brand new car, but he traded for a car.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty cool story. Backwoods says several different approaches to collecting. It's a very blurred subject. That is very true. And Kane Shaker talking about his collection of lotus petals. He's like, that's the Ferengi me. That's right.
Rules of acquisition number 47.
Shit, you guys remember. I don't. That's awesome. All right, now to hit
you know what what the 47th rule of acquisition is, right?
No, I do not remember.
A deal is always a deal, unless it's a deal with a family member. Then the deal is more.
That's right, Clark.
That's right. Rule of acquisition number 47.
Yeah.
So always charge your family more than you charge your friends.
That's right, Quark.
Quirk. Yep. I remember the term, the rule acquisition 47 or whatever. I remember that phrase. I just didn't remember the quote. But anyways, we need to get to the question of the day. The question of the day is brought to you by Discord. Let's get to that.
Presented by Discord, we have the question of the day.
The question of the day is brought to you by yours truly, because no one's leaving questions of the day. You guys could have questions of the day in Discord. You could be showcased on Discord. Like if you're not going to be here one day, but you make a question of the day, you could be on the show still because you did the question of the day. Come on, people. Do my work for me. All right. Question of the day is brought to you by yours truly. And let's see what I asked.
Super Fast Tortoise here with the question of the day. The question of the day is simple. The question of the day is, what about Magic the Gathering has drawn you into the community? Or what about the community has brought you into Magic the Gathering? Let us know right now.
So what you're asking is, why do I play Magic?
Yeah. Like what brings you into Magic, right? Or what brings you into the community of Magic, or what in the community brought you to Magic?
Okay, well, for one, it was when I first got into the game. It's a new game to me.
Mm-hmm.
Never heard of it, but never played it. and got to learn it, make friends, and all is what brought me into the game of Magic. And now I know how to play the game and making friends, and hey, exactly what I wanted.
Hey, that's exactly why I'm here. I mean, there are a lot of people in the community, in your community, in the Magic community, and the camaraderie is why I'm here. You guys, MTG Hillbilly, Tortoise, and even DJ Longhair. I wasn't gonna be a streamer at first. I was my whole concept was I'm gonna get my computer built up. I'm gonna mod for my friend if he needed a mod ever, and then I'm gonna just sit down and be able to just hang out and just watch some YouTube videos and chill with my friends. The Magic community said, hey, with DJ and Tortoise said, hey, why don't you guys come and hang out? Why don't you just hang out on my show? I know you're not a Magic head, but you might be able to bring a different side of the perspective. And the camaraderie that comes with with either a friendly debate or a chance to get along and say, hey, look, we're going to talk about these things that we like. Why not? I mean, it's a good way to enjoy your mornings, your evenings when you're playing, like you guys are constantly playing Magic, like what, twice a week at least. And then,
right.
Well, yeah. I mean, so you got the camaraderie.
That's you. I mean, what got you into the game of Magic Gathering the King Zombie?
So when I first turned, oh Jesus, feels like forever now, even though I'm not that old, but
did you just check your wrist like you had a watch on?
Yeah.
Let's see, it's been 34 years and
so it would have been about 7 years ago now. I was working overnights, and every night I saw this group of like 4 or 5 dudes huddled around the table playing Magic in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
And one day I was like, you know what? I'm sick of just, because honestly, I used to go and sleep in the corner. I said, screw it. I worked overnight. You know what I mean? Go take a nap in the corner for an hour. Sounds good to me. Well, one day I was like, screw it. I walked down to the front end because we're allowed to buy stuff with the self-checkouts. I bought 3-4 Magic decks, put something together, and walked up and was like, yo, can I get in on this? And I tell you what, it was the worst mistake of my life to walk Magic game. We had one dude, and it's honestly, I think the reason why I play, because I get very competitive. There's 2 guys. We had one guy bring his $5,000 tournament deck in and just mop the floor with us. It was an all artifact deck. And the other dude used an all red deck that could hit you for over 5,000 damage with spells.
That sounds like you went against a couple of legacy players.
Well, I didn't say anything because by the time we were done and like I could finally compete, I started using my milling deck, and they weren't having fun anymore.
That's funny.
Fight me.
Well, that's how you learn. You win, you lose, you upgrade them when you can. If you got the fundings to back it up, you could definitely, because Magic is essentially a pay-to-win format.
For sure.
Essentially, not saying that's the best way because there's a lot of skill. A lot of skill involved.
Yeah.
And but it's pay-to-win format, and even if you're buying cheap cards, you're buying cards to improve your deck all the time, or you're trading cards to improve your deck. And you get better at it because you learn strategies and synergies.
And I think the biggest thing, like a lot of people don't realize, is it's deck structure. If your deck's not structured correctly, it's not gonna work correctly.
Right. It's very true. If the deck's not structured correctly, that's the one thing I had to learn about Gander is the deck structure. But yeah. So the community brought me into Magic because when I was in Job Corps back in 2000s, early 2000s, I started playing Magic around 2005, a little earlier than 2005. But But like I had this friend from California who went by the name Stone. Stone was not his real name, but it was his nickname. And he wanted Magic the Gathering and Job Corps because he loved the game. He wanted people to play with him. Well, he went home for a vacation, came back with Magic cards, and he started talking to people and everything about it. And I always wanted to play Magic, but my parents wouldn't let me play when I was a kid because it was the devil. Even though my older brother got to play because he was like 13 plus, and my older brother was a year older, so they should have just let me play. But they were trying to protect me, whatever. So it's always been ingrained in my brain that I should play Magic the Gathering because when you're a kid, when you're told not to do something, you want to do it. So he made a good deal. He's like he had like a bunch of bulk. And then he said, I'll let you pick out any number of cards you want to build a deck, any size deck, whatever, and $20, I'll teach you to play, build this deck, I'll teach you to play and stuff. Well, that was my mistake because I started with a mono green deck and I sucked at it, but I learned the game and I got better at the game and I got addicted to the game. I got addicted to buying product because I love the pack pulling effort, but I'm always smart because I learned the economy that was in Magic. See, Magic's economy used to be different back in the day compared to today. Back in the day, you'd be able to buy cards, trade cards, sell cards a lot easier than you can today with shop. Make a profit on the go. But like that's how I learned. So I ended up having this false economy, as I'd call it, this fake economy that lived. It was a second economy in the nature where there was a time growing up where I was homeless and reselling Magic cards, trading and reselling Magic cards got me through my homeless time. This one time, and so Magic has been structured in my life because not only did I start have a great thing, it became a big thing when I was in Job Corps. Like it overtook Job Corps at the time, and became a second economy. But like it's transferred through life, brought me out of dark situations to the point where Magic the Gathering, when I was living with a couple friends at the time, and they wanted to do a trade, and we went to a house we'd never been before. But my friend's girlfriend had friends who played Magic, but they never went to the shops very much, and so we went to her friend's house to trade Magic cards with two friends of theirs, and my two friends who are friends till to now, we traded them, and one of the friends was my now son's mother's house, and that's how him and his mother, me and his mother met, and me and his mother met, and she was playing in the middle of a D&D campaign, but there was a instant connection that we really dabbled around with. Like it was rough because we were at times in our life where we didn't know what to do, and we were at points of our life we didn't know how we wanted to act upon things. But future, we are now married because of Magic, not because of magic, but because of Magic transactions and trading. Magic has brought us this far. So with this whole life of Magic that's kept me in and out of homelessness and stuff, Magic the Gathering has brought me to my wife now.
Cool.
That's awesome.
It's crazy. Like she used to play Magic until one of our card shops got very not salty, but not good. It became bad. Like became like we had people who abused the competitive measures of Magic, lied to people. Like players would lie to people to get their gain advantage in a game, and really at the time then, I can't speak for now, at the time then, women were treated differently in playing Magic. Like, oh, you don't know what you're doing, or you don't know the rules, and people hunted on that particular fault. So that really drove her out of the game. And so, but she's, wife still buys me Magic stuff, because she knows I love the game and whatnot when she wants to, when she can, and we still get Magic things. But just because of Magic is why we're together. You gonna share some of that Mountain Dew?
Maybe.
I could.
I don't want none of that kidney stone drink.
All right.
Better than drinking Coke.
K-Chix says the coolest thing I heard about the DZ's comment was those guys welcomed him right away and they schooled him. That's right. Schooled the crap out of him. That's right.
Mm-hmm. I've had that done to me when I first started playing.
And I will say, I think something else too with Magic, the thing that really like got me into it easily, I've always been a Yu-Gi-Oh player.
Yeah.
I'm a official Konami player through Yu-Gi-Oh, licensed and everything.
Nice.
Yeah, I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh. I just don't anymore because I realized that Yu-Gi-Oh was tricking me into algebra.
And that, have you ever heard the rewards you get if you win a tournament?
Yeah, they've gotten crappier lately. Anyways,
Look at
I need
Magic
to take a time out. I need to take a time out. I need to refill my coffee, so I'll let you guys, jibber jabber.
But what rewards do they have for it now?
So if we look at like say Pokemon, One Piece, Magic, any of those, you're looking at like $50,000+ rewards for like top national. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
For those national, it's like $1,000 in like an air fryer.
That's for Yu-Gi-Oh?
Xboxes, maybe some deck sleeves.
Wow.
Like they do you so dirty.
Yep.
Just for you to have to learn, I feel like you have to learn 10 times more stuff to play Yu-Gi-Oh than you do for any of the other card games.
Yeah. Well, see, I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh when it first came out. I had the first set of Yu-Gi-Oh when it first came out, and I was buying those tins.
Yeah.
And you get like a whole deck in those tins. Well, I was buying those tins, which was the first collection, and I was having fun with Yu-Gi-Oh. And then I kept playing it, and then when they started coming out with these new creatures, was summoning like 5 or 6 creatures of one turn on the first turn, I said, this game ain't for me no more. So
I summon half my first turn.
Yeah, my experience with Yu-Gi-Oh, because I tried playing a couple times, because my friends would play Yu-Gi-Oh, like, you should get in Yu-Gi-Oh. Yu-Gi-Oh, every time I tried getting it or watched it, even one of my favorite decks I never played with, but I watched someone played was like a Foolish Burial deck.
Ooh.
It was all about who can win turn one.
Exactly what Yu-Gi-Oh is. If you can win turn one, you're good.
Yeah.
Unless and that's where people hate me, because I'm that guy that I like to prolong the game for as long as I possibly can. Because I play the final countdown usually.
Right.
And wait you out for 20 turns to win.
Exactly. I was not having fun with Yu-Gi-Oh because, opponent go first, I go second. Boom, they throw everything down. And then they attack. Okay. What's the point of playing the game if you can't play the game?
Right.
And
that's why I quit playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
One of these nights, I'll have to pull it up for you guys to come in and check it out, dude. I go crazy when I play it.
Yeah. That's one thing I like about Magic. It's not like that. I mean, you got mono red to win turn 3, but you still at least get a turn.
Yeah.
You throw something down.
Yu-Gi-Oh,
you do not.
Is there realistically any win con in Magic that makes you win first turn?
No, there's a couple decks that got banned, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So, but that's the thing, is they instantly removed it.
Yeah. Yep. But anyways, my friends, we got to hit this bumper.
Don't forget to like this video and subscribe.
The moves, the strategies, and the flares. Superfast daughters is running the show. The crowd goes wild wherever he goes.
That's right, everybody. We're in overtime. We got to hit the topic of the show. Or I have to change the title of the show. I'd rather just get to the topic of the show.
Let's just get
No,
to the
that's-
top of the
good
show.
show.
I'm not going anywhere.
That's a good show. It's a good show, full of life, full of conversation. So no
lot of
complaints
fun.
there. Oh yeah, but the topic of the day is why Magic the Gathering is amazing, even evolving. Magic is not just a game; it is a working, tried and true system. It is proven to work, even with its flaws of broken cards and duds. It works. The game offers a lot of potential for people to get into the game and keeps people in the game with years of memories and the birth of new players coming in today. Now, hold on. Blip, blip, blip. The reach of the game has no contrast, right? The reach of the game has no contrast. The player's base surpassed those of other TCG collectible card games and keeps on growing. The reach of Magic is undeniable. As the game pushes forward and players filter in and out, the game is becoming a household name, if it already is not. How many years has the game been in people's lives? I have 20 years in the game. I love the game still till this very day. You might not agree with everything that Wizards or Hasbro does with the game, but we can all agree the game is being kept strong and vibrant. Now, the world of Magic is just amazing. The joy of playing is always great, and collecting is always there. And the day and age of Magic is always among us, being a positive light. Now, we love the game not because of the cards, but because of the community we have built around it. We have longtime friends and events that brought us people together, like Magic the Gathering, for example, had brought my wife and I together. Now, we met because Magic the Gathering and some of my closest friends are still my close friends today, or have become my close friends, like Hillbilly, have came together because of Magic the Gathering, and it became the game. Well, and it's because the game has more to the gathering aspect. We grow up, so does the game. We grow up, so does the game. These are reasons why Magic the Gathering is amazing and more. Now let's dive into this topic. So, like KJ is a really good friend. He's really good. Sorry, I'm stuttering. KJ is a really good friend and has become a really close friend of the channel, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Quit being wholesome. You're so wholesome. Thank you. I love that. Thank you.
Yeah. It's, you know, Hillbilly has been a really close friend for a long time. You know, he kind of shoehorned his way in at first, and then he just grew on me, kind of thing, and it's become one of my best friends, you know, I've ever had. You know, and
Same here.
you know, and that's because Magic the Gathering, right? Magic the freaking Gathering, everybody. You know, Cane Shaker, right? Cane Shaker. He said actually all our lives evolved because Magic the Gathering. This is a comment he said before, but still true to the content today that we're at now. And it has evolved people. But Cane Shaker got into my channel not because of Magic the Gathering. He clicked on a video when I went to California to help Coogee Dude. Right? And I went to California, helped him out, clicked on the video. Then he found out I did Magic the Gathering content. And it's like, well, this guy has more to do it. And he became a really good friend of mine. Like, he's a personal friend of mine now. You know, not every subscriber I get, I just hand my phone number to, you know. That's how close he's gotten, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then we build relationships, right, with friends, and we build relationships with people, you know. We get people coming on the show because of Magic the Gathering. That's right, Dab.
No, I was waiting for you to finish. I was say because this man right here got me over here from playing Magic. He popped in during my streams.
Oh, you're talking about who?
Hillbilly.
Hillbilly. Oh, you're pointing the opposite direction on screen.
How about
I'm like, why are you pointing off screen over at the thing? Are you dabbing? You know, let's give a little Fortnite dab here.
Right. And we hope to grow a good community and like the craziest part about my channel is people like being part of the show. And the craziest part is I do not pay anybody to be here. I'm too broke.
That's why I ain't got my payment yet.
Well, I got the check. It just bounced.
You know? A $0 check bounced, huh?
Yeah. Can you believe it? This is sorry. This guy doesn't have $0 in his account. You're gonna owe us $20. Somehow I got around to paying Tortoise.
Right? But look, and like not everybody here plays Magic. Like KJ doesn't play Magic, but because the Magic community has brought him in,
And
You
it
know,
started
even
a small collection.
right? A small collection. You get into it as where you get into it. And How Willer, who's become a friend of the channel, she's not here today because she's doing a basketball thing right now. But How Willer used to play Magic, but she's here because she enjoys the community, and the community is what makes the game grow, and that keeps the game alive still today. Like, yeah, we talk about Magic all the time, but we also talk about other things.
Tortoise, I got something for you.
What's up?
So, hold on. You got to tell me if you see what I see.
Okay.
I'm gonna figure out which way I'm going here. I'm going this way.
700. What?
700.
Woo!
100.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
That is a number.
I've been trying to keep track of that honestly on my phone, but
Cool.
hell yeah.
Nice.
KJ is like, I think your sub count hit 700 again. Hell yeah, let's hope we stay there.
On mine is okay. There we go. It just finally switched over on mine.
Yep.
You're only 57 under me.
That's right. But 700 all the same. Time capsule.
Nice.
Now, time capsule. Like he's just stepping in. He I don't know if he still plays Magic. I think he got out of Magic, but he still has a collection of cards and stuff. And he sold a lot of it. He's told a lot of stories with us on the channel. No, it's nothing I couldn't share. But he's been a part of the community. In fact, there's reasons why Cane Shaker cannot be a member of the channel, like the membership part. But if like we talked about it, if he could, he would, right? But Time Capsule has been on with the channel, loved the channel, supported the channel with Magic the Gathering content, game content. In fact, I got a handful of PlayStation 4 games I'll be playing through that he sent to the channel because he's a video gamer now. Like he's like, these are old games I had. You can have them. I'll watch you play them as I get to them, and we're working on it.
Mm-hmm.
And he was one of the people who sent me like some cool ass shit. Like I know I'm swearing, but like up with my books, you'll see a Black Lotus. Well, it's hard to see here, but you'll see like a little Black Lotus pennant. He's like, here, you can have your first Black Lotus you ever had. And I'm like, sweet.
We know it's good. Got Tortoise swearing.
Look, we don't like people who swear just to swear and throw in words.
Oh,
I swear. I swear by the moon and the stars in the sky. Time capsule. No, I sold all my collection. Yeah, but that's sad. It's sad to hear, but you have your reasons. But I understand it. Right.
Mm-hmm.
But like he still hangs out the channel. He's still part of the creep, and he loves the channel so much he became a member to support the channel, which is amazing.
Yep.
Oh yeah. And that's the community is, and like that's why the show is not always Magic centric, like because there's people who come here for the non-Magic things. That's why I do different things throughout the week. Like I do video games days. Sometimes I do multiple times, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we do commander nights, and so we draw on different crowds, different people for different reasons. Yeah.
Correct.
Cane Shaker, I don't need no stinking emojis. I know I am the OG fan member of the channel. That's right. He is the OG.
Yep.
In fact, Cane Shaker has his own command. So Cane Shaker is known by James Willis. His channel used to be James Willis, so he has his own command, James. And if you're wondering, he's the coolest, most awesome subscriber ever. I am amazing. Yeah. Because we try to do things to keep people interested in stuff. But the game, Magic the Gathering, is still living, right? It's us that makes the game amazing. That's the truth. Wizard of the Coast makes the game fun, even though if we don't like set like Aether Drift, the set seems adrift for my my thoughts of being interested, right? But there's sets coming out this year that just got my attention. I am
So
so
what
excited.
you're saying is that set has drifted off into the ether.
That's right. The puns. The puns. Now, if Hella was here, she'd be complaining that her ears are bleeding.
But puns are so fun. I mean,
Right? So amazing. You know, and look, I mean, talking. I'm just. What are you guys' thoughts?
The Magic is just, yeah, it's changing, it's evolving. Such as always putting new mechanics in. And sometimes the mechanics ain't good for the game. Sometimes they are great for the game.
Right?
But I'm glad that Magic is not turning into Yu-Gi-Oh! And not making it so fast where only one person can play.
I think
Right.
I don't think that Magic will ever head into the direction of Yu-Gi-Oh. First of all, the game mechanics. If you were to even slightly going in that direction, one change in game mechanics towards the Yu-Gi-Oh direction would totally screw up the Magic the Gathering game based off of what I understand of Yu-Gi-Oh and what I understand of Magic the Gathering, as
Yep.
having formerly played in Yu-Gi-Oh back when I was younger.
Well, they have done that, but when they do that, they ban the cards to keep to keep it away from Yu-Gi-Oh, where you can win and turn one, the other person can't even play one card.
Right.
But in the long run, just like one change in game mechanics, and a lot of we witnessed this last year when they were coming out with some newer cards that we saw, and people were not liking the game mechanics of some of the cards that came out last year.
Mm-hmm.
I think that changing even one small aspect of the game can completely change the game in its entirety.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Look, Wizards of the Coast learned their lesson with free spells, because Yu-Gi-Oh is all about free spells. You know, even though you're sacrificing things and stuff based on stars and whatnot, free spells are busted, and Wizards of the Coast learned from that. And so when they ever do a free spell, they're very particular how they do it so it doesn't break the game.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, so being a Yu-Gi-Oh person specifically, from what I know, the Yu-Gi-Oh competitive scene has completely died off. Like, it's starting to be replaced by Dragon Ball Z.
Or One Piece. One Piece is
the One Piece TCG is hitting hard right now.
But it's because their cards are worth money and their tournament rewards are worth it. Where Yu-Gi-Oh, the only thing worth it nowadays is the card prices. So now it's just turning into a collection base scene, not a playable scene.
Playable for sure. Hell yeah. You know, like that's what we need. We need player base. We need play base for the game to be good. And we need the cards to be good. And then like Aether Drift, the set coming out seems pretty slow for a racing set. Like I haven't played the set and whatnot, but vehicles are kind of slow because you have to have a creature to activate the vehicle. So you have to have 2 spells played to activate a spell. So turn 1, turn 2, having a creature out, it's going to be a little difficult, you know, especially when they're making everything 2 mana. So it seems like a clunky kind of slow set. But it's a very flavorful set, right? It has great cards in it. It's like some great cards in it, like that dinosaur we showed earlier. But it's not going to kill the game. And the set looks flavorful. It looks flavorful, like the racing set. Like I don't agree with all the mechanics, but they're just weird. Like start your engines, but the speed mechanic is interesting. There's different ways people are going to interact with the mechanics of the game, and it's you know what? It's all about the player base having fun. Because you know, without the player base, without the collector base, there's no game, right? Wizards of the Coast wouldn't be in business if we didn't have a good community.
I think they just need to give me Bankbuster and be happy with it.
I still need to get a Bloodthirsty Conqueror myself. So I'm
Me
still
too.
a set behind. You two, you got one.
No, I ain't getting one.
A Bloodthirsty Conqueror, the one you got for your deck?
No, they ain't Bloodthirsty Conqueror.
No.
Nope, this is the only Bloodthirsty Conqueror I got.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I
I think the one you're thinking about is Doomsday.
don't know. I thought you got a Bloodthirsty Conqueror that you were talking about the other day. Because you're like,
No.
oh, I was hoping to pull Bloodthirsty.
Nope, I ain't got it yet. Would love to have it. My wife is trying to get me saying that she might be able to get me one.
Maybe that's what I heard. Well, I still need to get a Bloodthirsty Conqueror. There's still cards from other older sets I need to get. Like, I still need to get an Omniscience.
I wonder who has one of those.
Right? Well, I'm not trying to beg you for your Omniscience. Right? I still need to get an Omniscience. I still need to get a Bloodthirsty Conqueror. There's cards from older sets I still need to get. But you know what?
Mm-hmm.
Wizards is still making cards that are playable or reprinting cards that are playable. I mean, come on, we got the Zombie Master, which yesterday when we was looking at it, I'm like, that's a zombie I need. The Zombie Master. Giving all your zombie swamp walk is pretty OP, especially when not everybody plays with swamps, you know? So that just beefs up your deck a little bit more. It's crazy. It's crazy. But anyways, I digress. Right?
Yep.
Let's hone in on this little extra long time. Let's see. Ken Chicker says, I liked Yu-Gi-Oh! Back when Blue Eyes White Dragon was a bomb. Yeah.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Back. They just released a whole new set for it.
Yeah, I heard that they've made them just like way too overpowered though. For the new
They
set.
literally just dropped like 10 new cards for the Blue Eyes set and made it the top meta deck again.
Yeah, like what everybody's that I've been seeing in the VTuber community regarding the new Yu-Gi-Oh cards is like they're complaining about a lot of these classics like Blue-Eyed White Dragon and these ones that you wanted in your collection are just way too overpowered.
So here's the thing. Do you guys remember Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, the fusion of all the Blue Eyes?
I had one.
Yes.
Do you remember when they then did the fusion of Blue Eyes Ultimate with Buster, not Buster Blader? I'm pretty sure it was Buster Blader to make Dragon Master Knight, where he's riding the fucking Ultimate Dragon. My bad. Well, the new one is that, but now the Blue Eyes is upgraded again. Well, it makes it so you can negate a trap, a spell, and it's a monster negate. You can do all three in one turn with it.
Wow.
And you can attack 3 times with it for 5,000 attack.
Jeez.
Like,
Wow.
what are we doing here?
What are we doing? We're going to Tony's to get some pizza.
Literally.
And that's why I say, Yu-Gi-Oh, you stay there. I'm going to do Magic.
Honestly, it's why I switched to playing.
Look. Wise man once said, never pay full price for late pizza.
Yeah.
All right. But still,
I'd rather eat a cooked pizza than a raw pizza.
well,
You gotta give it time to cook.
all right. So, one thing that's true, and some people are weary about the IPs and dragons, IPs and Magic, right? Magic Gathering. They're like, new IPs, different IPs, SpongeBob, right? Well, in my monologue, I said the TCG is tried and true. It's a mechanical game that works, right? And I didn't say verbatim like that,
Right.
but I said it's tried and true. People are coming into the game that's a perfectly functional game, and the game not only functions, but it's tried and true. So when you bring in Naruto or you bring in Jurassic Park, there's functional mechanics that exist or mechanics that can be made in a game that works. Why create a whole new game, right? When you can use something that works. And that's the idea behind my thought process here. Now, You know, they could be a Jurassic Park game, and later on, a Naruto game. There's been a Naruto game that worked that failed. It didn't do well. But bringing that kind of stuff to Magic the Gathering, you know, you don't have to have a full block set to play the game and have the cards. You can just have a few cards and play in your deck and have it be functional 100%.
Yep.
So you brought up Naruto.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Cool.
Naruto.
But that's one thing about Magic. Yeah, they'll get these IPs and everything. Then they take those IPs and work it into Magic to where the IPs will do what Magic wants it to do. You know,
Right.
take a creature, give it power, toughness, and all that.
Right.
And it's awesome to me that they do that. And about as far and for the reprints, yeah, reprints might hurt the value of the original.
Right.
But I enjoy the reprints just because of for example, look at Markov, Zorn, Markov,
Edgar Markov.
Edgar Markov. Look how high he was. He's going down in prices because of Innistrad Remastered. They reprinted him. That's awesome. That is awesome because I want an Edgar Markov, and it's awesome that it's coming down in price because of the reprint. If it had been for Wizards making this reprint, I probably wouldn't be able to afford that. And I'm waiting on it to even drop even more so I can afford it.
Right. And that's the beautiful thing about reprints. Look, just because they reprint a card and the price go down does not mean the card will not go back up again, you know?
Exactly.
Gives people time to try to scoop the card up for themselves before it goes back up in price.
Right. That's what I did with a couple cards I got. Like Crucible World, which I believe Hillbilly got a copy of now.
Mm-hmm.
I got it when it was $9, knowing it'd go back up to $20.
Ooh.
You know, so that's what I did with my Sensei's Divine Top. Because one time I sold the Sensei's Divine Top and it was worth $9, and I went to buy it the next day and it was like $40. I learned my lesson the first time: buy low before it goes up again. And so I learned what cards are good that way. Yep. And Cane Chicker asks, "What's the card with 2 arms and 2 legs?" I remember the deck with those that were big time. It was Exodia. Exodia.
Yep. Used to be an instant win.
Exodia. That's right.
Good
morning, Robert Stable.
What's up, Robert Stable?
I wonder if there's a command for you. I might have to make a command. Robert Stable's a long time friend of the channel. He's just been it's been a long time since he's been out of the YouTube scene. He just got back, so we're trying to welcome him back. And he does have a command, Robert, right there. I'm awesome. Play Magic, people. That's right. Robert Stable. I don't know if you remember this, but he used to frequent the show with us for a bit.
Mm-hmm. Sure did.
Yeah. Woo. But yeah. Man, we've come a long way, you know, like from starting the show, we've come a long way. You know, last year I surpassed 200 subscribers in a year. That was pretty good.
Wow.
Yeah. Robert said, "Oh, I remember fondly." Hell yeah. Oh, you know, we've seen lots of growth, and we're hoping to grow even more. Like this year alone, this 2025, I'm hoping to hit 1,000 subscribers before 26.
Me too.
Yeah.
You know,
to hit at least my 500. I'm at 393.
Woo woo. 393.
Nice. I've exceeded the 100 marker on my Twitch. So that's fun. I'm currently working on building up my following on YouTube because we just hit 38 subscribers on my YouTube.
Nice.
In the last week, I got 8 subscribers for not doing anything other than hanging out with you guys and doing a couple gaming nights with Jesse. So I mean, you know, thank you, by the way.
Ooh, while you work on that. Hold on. No.
Not to glaze myself or anything, but thank you, everybody.
Yeah. Well, look, you're doing good. We're slowly growing.
Yep.
We're slowly growing, and we might be slowly growing, but we're growing strong. I don't remember where we go up. I'm trying to go here. Boop.
I remember when I first started my YouTube channel, I was like, this is just a hobby. I don't care if it grows or not. I mean, heck, I'm just doing what I like. Cool.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, KJ.
Hey, it has to. When you hit a nice number like that, you got to be acknowledged.
Yep.
And I'm trying to make sure that everybody gets acknowledged whenever I possibly can. So I like to do things like this.
Yeah. Well, and Hillbilly, you didn't have to stop talking. I just threw this up.
Anyway, I remember when I first started my YouTube channel. When I first started, I was like, if my channel grows, it grows. If it don't, it don't. I don't really care because it's just a hobby. But then when the channel started growing, and that's when after it started growing, that's when I took because pride into the channel and everything, and trying to make better and better content for everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When you first start, you're like, if it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. I started my YouTube channel like that. Then when it started growing, I take pride in it now.
Oh yeah.
And I do, and I try to show all my viewers and subscribers appreciation.
KJ says I like it when KJ and Hillbilly do a stream and just blast monkeys.
Yeah, we were Jesse and I have been playing Bloons Tower Defense 6 because Jesse knows that I'm into boomer games like Tower Defense.
Mm-hmm.
And so we've been playing Tower Defense and we've been blasting monkeys.
Whoop, whoop. Well, as long as you're having fun. But you know what?
Mm-hmm.
We stop by each other's channels because we love the community. We're trying to grow the community. And even though I can't watch everybody's stuff all the time, I always try to stop in when I can to leave a like when I can. Leave a like.
Here.
Sometimes leave a comment or say something in chat. There'll be times the King Zombie will be live. I'm like, oh, I can stop him for a couple minutes. I'll be like, hey, I'm here to leave a like and all that fun jazz. Yeah.
Hey, I usually get at least you and Hillbilly, sometimes Dan when he's around. And I've even had one guy recently that he was on he stopped by the show the other day. I was promoting the show before I tuned in with you guys. And I had him and one other guy tune in from my stream over into yours.
Nice.
Yep.
I got to make sure that I get into everybody's show every night when I pass out. Before I go to bed, like the last hour of my night is I put on somebody who I follow, somebody in the community, and I watch their shows and just let it play through the night. I always make sure that I support one of my friends every day. I pick a different person every night to just binge their videos.
Cool. And sometimes it's just about being there and just saying hello because a lot of people do a lot for each other. Hey, someone recognized their own. You actually used your own
command.
So the reason why I don't usually is my D, E, C, and 3 don't work on my keyboard.
Oh.
So that's half of my decaying.
Yeah, I have to press down really hard on my S. I got to get one of those new key switches for my keyboard for the S key.
Yeah, in the future, I need to get a new laptop, just in general.
Pretty sure it's the fact it's a Dell Micro. It just doesn't have enough power anymore.
No,
Dell Micro. I remember that computer. I had one of those a couple years ago.
Woo! Look at that.
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
But all right. The point is, Magic Gathering is amazing. The community is what makes it amazing. We're all amazing together. That's right.
Yep.
See. Oh, okay. I didn't see your comment till now. All right. I guess I did. Unless did you send me something new?
No. No.
So it was about the 700 thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it just popped up. I just saw it now. All right.
For some reason, Discord has been like half an hour off on everything.
Yep.
Well, I got the Discord notification before the private chat notification.
Wow.
But anyways, I digress. We went overtime. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed today's show. Right? It's been awesome, been amazing, but we need to get to...
Hit that subscribe button. Become a part of the creep.
Too much to take. Show is lit. MTG 3, are you game? Rise, creep, rise. Building a following as we gain. Spitting fire like a dragon. No one can bring us down. MTG 3 in the house. We own this town. Ripping through the beats with a fury.
Woo! Man. Overtime, an hour and a half has gone by.
It don't seem like it.
GG is good show. Good show.
Yeah, good show indeed. Full of love, full of dialogue, full of thoughts, full of tortoise talking out of his butt because he just talks and talks and talks. And I'm kidding. All right, but we made 700 subscribers. What?
That's awesome.
Make up the half hour I missed.
Right. Well, Cane Shaker has always been pushing for the sub to be like a 2-hour show, which we can't always do.
Yeah.
I will sit here for 2 hours easy. Just saying. I don't touch grass. Make it an 8-hour show and I'll still be here.
Right. Cane Shaker's like, this is how the show should go every day. Which look, I do not oppose to the show going longer. So I try to keep it within an hour. But if it goes longer, it goes longer. I let it naturally flow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the podcast I do, we do that. We stick to an hour, but if it hits 2 hours, then we have a 2-hour mark just in case.
Right. The Robert's Table. We love the torch. Tortoise rocks. Ruh, ruh. I need to get back on DJ show one of these days. The Robert's Table will probably be there. I don't know. I'm so excited Robert's back. For about a year when he was gone, I was always sending a message throughout the year, be like, hope you're okay. I miss you. Whatever. And when he got back, it just made my whole day.
Yeah, I've been
life feel better.
Yeah, me and my wife, we've been wondering about Robert's Table ever since he just disappeared. And we're both glad he's back also.
I am.
Mrs. Hillbilly is still jealous over his little logo there, with the Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
She loves that.
All right, that's awesome. All right, now, not to be a party pooper, but we need to get to the shill section. And we're going to start with shilling the decaying zombie.
Hello. So, really, I do a lot of Magic right now because obviously you guys saw a little of my what I rock with down there. It honestly doesn't run anything but like Magic now, maybe some Fallout. So we did just start a Fallout stream, and we're gonna dive a little into that. We're probably gonna do a guns only run for that though, to try to make it more interesting.
Right.
Yeah, between that, Magic, and a little bit of Digimon for the PlayStation, that's what's up for right now.
Oh, yeah. Well, right. Still got content. Still got subscribers coming to you. We'll grow together, and we're going to roll on to KJ.
Hey, howdy, hey, boys and girls. I hope you're being good heads out there in chat land today. Remember, it's all about you. And every Monday, Jesse and I do Minecraft Mondays, where we're on our Procrasticraft server. This week, I'm going to do a bonus Minecraft day where I'm going to be joining my son Kaz's Minecraft server, where he has a new game going that has mini games involved in Minecraft. So we're looking forward to checking that out. Also, Wednesday, Jesse Hellwheeler and myself will be doing our regular episode of Procrastinating Across the Oceans, where we talk about things that you never asked about and don't want to hear about, but you're going to sit down and listen to us anyway because you are our friends and you want us to grow, even if we don't make any sense in anything we ramble on about.
Whoop, whoop. Ramble. Because I am a rambling man. That's right. Now, rolling from KJ Cowboy Dan, we're going to do a hop, skip, and jump and get to Hillbilly.
Hey, everybody. First thing I want to say is to Robert's table here, whatever you're going through, back to your healing and everything, glad you're getting better. And me and Tortoise and others here are here for you. And that's what I want to say to Robert's table. And anyway, about the channel today is, we're at 757 subscribers. That's awesome. That's great. Let's get to that 1,000 subs before Tortoise gets there. And
before Tortoise gets there.
Yeah. But anyway, I will be doing another arena stream this afternoon. And Tuesday afternoons are still reserved for the viewers to come to arena, play a game against me on arena on a live stream every Tuesday afternoon. And times I stream is 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. And then again in the afternoon at 2 o'clock every day, Sunday through Friday. Saturday is 3 streams. And I'll let you know more about that later on during the week. But anyway, that's all I got going on today is another arena stream this afternoon.
All right. Sorry. My internet froze up on me and booted me out. Right. Good times. Good times. Whoa. Super Fast Tortoise here. Today is Sunday. We're on the weekend of the wife where she's off Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So no late night streams on these days. Not late nights. No nightly streams on these 3 days. But to let you know, right? We're going to play some Commander this week. Keep an eye on that. We're going to try to finish Transformers Devastation this Wednesday. So keep an eye on that. If you've been following that stream, it's been ridiculously hard and fun. Mm-hmm. And with that, I want to thank everybody for being on the show today. Everybody who's here on the show and everybody in chat land. You guys rock. You guys roll Robert's table. I hope keep continuing to go well. I see you active on Discord, so I know you're getting involved with games and stuff again. So I hope that's good for you and have fun with you. I hope to see more of you. Have you back on the show one day when you can be, just to hang out with you. So happy to be back. But
yep,
I want to remind you that you're awesome and you're amazing. And I want to also remind you that you're loved. Someone's thinking about you always. And if you can, brighten someone's day up. Make them a little bit happier because you might be the change someone needs. With that in mind, everybody, remember, if you're going to play a game of Magic, play wise, my friends. Where are we?
I totally want to thank you for watching today's video. I really appreciate it, 100%. Like this video as if it's your favorite kind of pizza, dude. And if you wouldn't mind, consider smashing that subscribe button and hit that bell for notifications. Every one of these things you do helps the channel out a lot.
The moves, the strategies, and the flair. Super Fast Tortoise is running the show. The crowd